Orange Man bad. And so I think what we're going to see here as we go into the 2020 election and then beyond, we're going to see social media and big tech flexing its muscles like never before. If you say anything contrary to what they believe in, they are coming after you. And of course, they're nothing but the globalist propaganda outlet. They're nothing but the ideological masters who serve the left and are served by the left. So we know exactly what that's going to look like. Anybody who is even somewhat of a nationalist is going to be hurt. I believe Bernie Sanders, of all people, is being shadow banned because he goes against the wishes of his Democrat paymasters, the real people in charge. So all this and more is coming up in the next segment. Again, I am Tom Pappert. This is the fourth hour of the Alex Jones Show. Before we take off for a brief break, I do want to remind everybody this channel, InfoWars, this platform depends directly on your support. There are some amazing Memorial Day sales going on right now. InfoWarsStore.com is the website. If you get value out of this programming, you owe it to the team, the wonderful people making this show happen right now who are behind the scenes working. You owe it to everyone involved to show your support financially, if at all possible. Share the links, go to the store. Go out on the street corner and yell at the top of your lungs, his name is Alex Jones. We're going to be right back. I'm Tom Pappert. This is the fourth hour of the Alex Jones Show. We're going to break down what's happening in France on the other side of the break, coming up here in just a couple minutes. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all for supporting this broadcast. We will be back momentarily here on the Alex Jones Show.
This morning. The vitamins, the minerals, the amino acids. The vitamins, the minerals, the the vitamins, the minerals, the amino acids. The vitamins, the minerals. That's Turbo Force. 5 different types of caffeine. Doesn't have the crush. 5 different types of caffeine. That's Turbo Force. 5 different types of caffeine. Doesn't have the crush. 5 different types of caffeine. That's Turbo Force. Plant derived. 500 milligrams. Slow burn. Very bad. I want a long burn. Plant derived. 500 milligrams. Slow burn. Very bad. That's Turbo Force. I tell you what, I'm feeling a lot of energy. My brain's sure working good right now. Good right now. Good right now. Pre-workout next level. Turbo Force. Turbo Force. Pre-workout next level. Turbo. It's Turbo Force. And get the fish oil.
From the Infowars.com studios, it's Alex Jones.
Welcome back to the fourth hour of the Alex Jones Show. I'm Tom Pappert, Facebook's God Emperor Trump. Let's talk about what's happening across the pond today. There's been another attack. We do not yet know if it's a terrorist attack, but does it not seem likely based on what's been going on in that poor, poor nation of France? Donald Trump said in July of 2016, France is no longer France. And he took a lot of flack for it. But at the time, a priest was just stabbed. And it was just shortly after a truck attack. You remember that's how it was described, a truck attack. And it was horrifying. And then the media seemed to get tired of talking about terrorism. In fact, we had a top-down order from the Joe Biden, I believe it was, who said the media should stop talking about terrorism. The media should stop reporting on all terrorist activities. It just encourages them. So as a result, we the people have not really known what's been happening. But today, there has been another attack, as I said a moment ago. Several injured in parcel bomb attack in France. We've got an article up at bigleaguepolitics.com. At least 8 people were injured today in a parcel bomb attack in Lyon, France, according to multiple sources. According to NBC, the explosion happened near Rue Victor Hugo and Sala Street in the third largest city in France, about 300 miles southeast of Paris. And that is according to the national police. French president and universally loathed person, Emmanuel Macron, described the incident as an attack and has provided no further details. And again, this is France's third largest city. The timing is also suspicious, is it not? We are in the month of Ramadan, the holy month for Islam, which just for some strange reason seems to result in all kinds of terrorist activity, people being bombed, people being stabbed, people being shot. And of course, it is worth repeating, we do not yet know the motives behind this attack. And it will be fascinating to see what comes out of this, exactly what comes of this, to learn whether or not it is Muslim. But as I said in the last segment, if you happen to be watching, I believe in Coulter's law. The longer we go without hearing who the perpetrator is, what their motivation was, what their religion might have been, what their name was, the more likely it is to be Islamic terror. One witness was a block away. He said, "I was a block away when I heard it. They locked us in the store. I came out 10 minutes later and the police, etc., were arriving." She described the explosion as like a bomb, extremely loud. We know that it's a nail bomb. We know that ISIS, completely out of its territory, that's been totally recaptured by President Trump and turned over to slightly less insane people, I would hope. We know that ISIS is telling its adherents across the globe that now is the time to attack. They previously said, run over the people with your vehicle, build a homemade bomb, splash them with acid, all of this that is happening as we speak across Europe. And it is almost sad to think of the poor French people where they tried to elect someone, they tried to elect their own version of President Trump, and instead they got the globalist. Instead they got Macron, who went before global leaders and said, while America is suffering through President Trump, I will take the place of the United States of America. Macron, France, we will be the new world leader when it comes to fighting right-wing extremism. France will lead the way. Well, France has been rocked by yellow vest protests. Macron is universally hated among his people. He has some of the lowest approval ratings in the nation's history. The country is falling apart. There's attack after attack. Of course, the great cathedral, Notre Dame, was just had a strange fire. Electrical issue, apparently. Electrical issue. Would you believe that? Electrical fire last month, or maybe it was the month before. And again, President Trump predicted all of this. I want to turn back to this Politico article from 2016 because he was absolutely right. And he said something that I think is very important. He said, you see what happened to the French priest, a friend of mine. He said he was going to France 3 or 4 months ago. I saw him yesterday. I said, how did you like France? He said, I wouldn't go to France because France is no longer France. President Trump also said, then candidate Trump, they won't like me for saying that, but you see what happened in Nice. You see what happened yesterday with the priest who was supposed to be a spectacular man. France is no longer France. And this world better be very careful, and they better get very tough and very smart, and they'll never do it with Hillary Clinton. We haven't really had much terrorism in the United States, have we? Now, there are certainly lots of questions that may never be answered about what happened in the Las Vegas shooting and other shootings, but we haven't had a large-scale terrorist attack since President Trump got into office, and that's not for lack of trying. But I think these people are realizing that it's going to be a whole lot harder nowadays. Now, as I say that, we have terrorists trying to get through our porous southern border. We have ISIS saber rattling. We have John Bolton in the White House urging President Trump to go to war just about everywhere in the globe. Syria, Iran, Venezuela. If it even looks like he's got an opening, he wants war. He wants war. But still, the United States, sharp decline in terrorist attacks, it would seem. And I wonder, would we have enjoyed that under Hillary Clinton? But this latest attack in France comes only days after a Parisian airport was stormed by migrants. The migrants of peace, in protest of deportation. And is this not the most ironic thing you've ever heard in your life? France, with the globalist Macron. Well, the migrants are mad at him too. It just goes to show there is no way you can make these people happy. You cannot be a fence sitter and attempt to make all the leftists and the populists and the migrants and all of these different elements. You just cannot make them all happy. And so it pays to be like President Trump. It pays to take a hardline stance. This is what one of the migrants yelled. France does not belong to the French. Everyone has a right to be here. Well, President Trump said it in 2016. France is no longer France. Well, France is no longer French, according to this migrant. The protest was organized by an open borders group called Collectif des Chapelles Debout, which streamed the event live on its Facebook. They're allowed to Facebook. The protesters referred to Air France as the official deporter of the French state and demanded to speak with Edouard Philippe, French President Emmanuel Macron's prime minister. Quote, several hundred undocumented migrants invade Terminal 2 at Roissy Airport to denounce evictions and the treatment of undocumented migrants, use of tear gas by police officers. They want to talk to the CEO of Air France and the prime minister, said French journalist Remy Boissine. I just think it's so precious. These globalist states are crumbling, and it's their own destruction. It's their own undoing. Remember, we have to bring the migrants in because populations are declining and we need a new tax base. So you bring these people in, you get totally overrun. You realize that they have no skills. They bring nothing to the table. They want your handouts and nothing else. And then when you don't give them the handouts, you tell them you might just have to go back home. They get violent. They get angry. They storm an airport. And what is the humor in they are allowed to stream that? That is something special in and of itself. Now, this does harken back. The American media, the globalist media in general, Fox News. I heard Owen talking about Fox News just before I came on. They're not doing any favors to France or Europe. When the Notre Dame Cathedral was still burning, they ended interviews prematurely with two different Fox guests who brought up the pattern of church fires in France. France had in the month of March, I think 10 or 15 churches, Catholic churches, attacked in various ways. In some instances, they smeared excrement onto crosses and put communion wafers on them. Stunning and brave, absolutely stunning and brave. And you notice the American media has not been really covering this. And especially if the name comes out and it turns out to be one of these poor, peaceful migrants, I think that we will never hear anything from it. And the likes of Shep Smith, who is an alleged sexual predator, he allegedly got a man drunk, took him to his apartment and attempted to kiss him and maybe grope him. Disgusting people, if true. He has no interest. He's going to parrot. He's going to parrot whatever the left wing says. There was also a jihadi who planned a bombing of the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. He got 8 years in prison. Thankfully, that wasn't successful. And a freak electrical incident did his job for him anyway. It is absolutely fascinating. And of course, as I mentioned, France has been absolutely shook by the Yellow Vest protests, who are tired of socialism, tired of migrants getting a free pass. And it really is from all walks of life, people coming forward to say that this globalist system does not work for the people. So as we learn more about this attack, we'll be sure to update you. This is the Alex Jones Show. I'm Tom Pappert, Facebook's God Emperor Trump, filling in for the fourth hour. And thank you to Alex and thank you to the crew for making that possible. We're going to be right back after this next commercial break. Again, this is the Alex Jones Show. I am Tom Pappert. We'll see you in a minute.
I didn't go to college for marketing. I don't sit around and have traditional marketing meetings. I go with my gut and how I want to be treated. So I do market research. What's already the highest rated? What already is the best selling? And then we go look at it, we make it better, and sell it for a lower price. Viewers and listeners understand my philosophy, and you've responded. We have a very large, successful supplement company because the quality is amazing and because of your support. But looking into this a few years ago, I was like, I forget to take supplements myself, and our listeners forget. How do I get myself and others to remember to take it? And my crew, who was just getting into marketing, goes, "It's funny you say that, boss. Everything for 20 years, and now more than ever, is packs. 1 pack a day, 2 packs a day, 3 packs a day. So it's all there. You don't forget. It's on a bunch of bottles. You put it in your pocket. You put it in your purse. You put it in your wallet. You put it in your car, your truck. It's ready. That's the 8-pack Power Stack. And out of the gates, we're offering it at 50% off. Very close to what it costs us to make. There is a lot of money in this. These are all the very best. And 13 pills, 8 new formulas. It's amazing. Infowarsstore.com, Infowarslife.com. 50% off because I want you to get it. I want you to see how great it is. And then I want you to sign up for auto shipping so you need to get it. 50% off. The AM Wake Up and Work pack includes a flex and joint support formula, an energy kickstart formula, a krill oil formula, a nootropic brain formula, and a greens detox formula. All those work together synergistically. The PM Rest and Recover packet includes immune support formula, sound sleep formula, krill oil formula, that's good day and night, and bone support formula. Ladies and gentlemen, comparable packs that aren't even as good are retail $125. This is retail up there like $100. It is right now, ladies and gentlemen, 50% off. A major gamble for us because I believe you're going to reorder it close to the regular price and support the InfoWar after. This is total health and performance. I treat my body like hell. I work 18 hours a day many days. I take on the weight of the world. I focus on the injustice and I face the enemy and I fight them at every level. And there's no way without the supplements from InfoWarsLife.com I could do it. And now we have, of all our products that are amazing, the ultimate new formula, the 8-pack Power Stack at InfoWarsStore.com. Total health and performance. I just want to encourage you to realize that 50% off, this is unprecedented, and your support is critical. In a world of phonies, folks, InfoWars is real. In a world of fraud, we're 100% committed religiously to telling you the truth. Because metaphysically, I am tied to the truth, and I am tied to your success. You are tied to mine. You need to get the 8-pack Power Stack today at InfoWarsStore.com. You need to fund the InfoWar into the future. Now the choice is up to you. Total health and performance in 2 different packets, AM and PM. This is the 8-pack Power Stack Daily Care System. These are the very best 13 capsules, 8 new formulas that we could bring you that just does things for every part of your body, every part of your system. We looked at the best-selling products out there, and we made it even better, and we lowered the price.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Welcome back to the Alex Jones Show. I'm Tom Pappard, guest hosting fourth hour. We're going to change gears just slightly. We're going to talk tech censorship because there is a development today that I did not honestly expect. I cover this stuff nonstop. My Facebook page, God Emperor Trump, has been banned 6 different times. And like a phoenix, we rise from the dead, largely with the help of our friends over at InfoWars. Fantastic people. But today, a company, a fitness company, announced their decision to boycott Facebook and Instagram. They're done with the platforms. And the reason